Hello, everyone. Today I will be discussing about the historical development of the Bible and the divisions of the Bible and the book. The Bible is the Christian religion's holy scripture, claiming to describe the story of the earth from its beginnings through the introduction of Christianity in the 1st century AD. Over the ages, both the Old Testament and New Testament have evolved, including the release of the King James Bible in 1611 and the addition of additional volumes discovered later. Old Testament. The Old Testament would be the first section of the Bible, and then it covers everything from the beginning of the world to Noah and flood Moses, and the expulsion of the Jews to Babylon. The Old Testament of the Bible resembles the Hebrew Bible, and it has its roots in ancient religion of Judaism. The actual origins of the Jewish religion are unknown, although an Egyptian inscription from the 13th century BC has the first known mention of Israel, Hezekiah. Historians think that the scripture began to take hold during the reign of Hezekiah of Judah throughout the 8th century BC, as more than just a result of royal scribes recording history and heroic. Septuagint. The Greek translation, known as the Septuagint, was begun at the request of King Ptolemy of Egypt to be used in the Alexandrian library. Early Christians Rome employed the Septuagint interpretation of the Bible, though the text claims to have been written about 586 BC. The book of Daniel was written around this time and inserted in the Septuagint at the last minute. New Testament narrates the account of Jesus' life and the early days of Christianity, focusing on Paul's endeavors to teach the teaching of Jesus. It is made up of 27 novels, all of which were originally published in Greeks. The Gospel are sections of the New Testament that deal with Jesus. They were written roughly 40 years after the earliest Christian texts, Paul's letters, which are known as the epistles. The Gospels. It's possible that there was original text of Jesus saying known as the Q source, which was transformed into the Gospel tales, although all 4 Gospels were released anonymously. Historians agree that perhaps the writings have been given the names of Jesus' disciples to help them maintain authority by providing direct links to Jesus. Book of Revelation. The Book of Revelation is the Bible's final book in the form of apocalyptic literature, in which prophecy predicts a final celestial war. John is credited with authorship. Little else is known to him. Biblical canon. Various councils within the church issued lists to indicate how various Christian writings should really be interpreted, according to surviving documents from the 4th century. These have never been accepted as part of the official biblical canon, but they are based on the same traditions and can be interpreted as different perspectives on the same stories and lessons. These texts are viewed as examples of early Christianity's variety. Divisions of the New Testament. It is divided into 5 categories. These are 1. Biographical books. The books are known as Gospels. These Gospels were authored by Jesus Christ's disciples. They count Jesus Christ's life and ministry. They are 4 in number: Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. 2. Historical books. Describes the church history and development following Jesus' ascension. It's just 1 book, and it's called Acts. Author is Luke. It deals with the history of the early church after the ascension of Christ. 3. Pauline epistles. Paul wrote 13 letters to the group and to individuals to address various issues that occurred among them. They are as follows: Romans, Colossians, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, Galatians, 1st and 2nd Timothy, Ephesians, Titus, Philippians, Philemon. 4. General epistles. These letters are written to encourage all Christians, not just specific churches or people. These are 8 in all: Hebrews, James, 1st and 2nd Peter, 1 Street, 2nd and 3rd John, Jude. 5. Prophetic books. There is only one book, i.e. Revelation. It presents God's will for the future. Divisions of the Old Testament. The books of the Old Testament are divided into 4 main categories, and these are Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. 2. Historical books. They are 12 historical books, and they record the history of the Israelites from the time they entered Canaan and settled until after Babylon exile. These are Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther. 3. Poetic books. They are 5 and contain words of wisdom. They are poetic in nature, and these are Ecclesiastes, Songs of Songs, prophetic books. Ecclesiastes, Songs of Songs, prophetic books. They contain the prophecies of the people of Israel. They are further subdivided into 2 major prophets. They are referred to as major prophets because of their message cover a longer historical period and are 5 number: Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, minor prophets. The message these prophets cover a shorter historical period. They are 12: Nahum, Joel, Habakkuk, Amos, Zechariah, Obadiah, Haggai, Jonah, Zephaniah, Micah, Malachi.